again, blown away by this amethyst. I love amethyst. I love purple. I hope you like the green and purple combination. Okay. This Lavendula Amethyst Swirl Bead necklace, never seen Lavendula. I love the swirls, Jay. I've never seen this type of shape before. This is on clearance, you guys, under $70. So it is more than 50% off, and I love the facet, the sparkle, the clarity on this. Incredible.
You know, this is of all the different amethysts that I've worked with, and I've worked with a lot of different. When I first started out with Brazilian material, and then I went to Uruguay, and then I actually found a connection in Paraguay. About 20 years ago, I started going to Africa, and that's when it really started. They started mining. You know, the African amethyst mines are relatively new. You know, a couple decades is all that they've been open. They never really even mined it. It all came out of South America for the most part. Wow. This material comes out of Southern Africa, out of Zambia, in this case. We do have a few places in Africa. You know, some of the highest grade amethyst in the entire world, in my opinion, is a friend of mine's, a very close friend of mine, has a mine in Morocco. But even though we're very close friends, he's not close enough to give me the deal that I need so I can use his amethyst. So we're using materials like this, though. Lavendula is very rare, and they call it lavendula. It's the color of the amethyst. It's a natural amethyst. This is a rarity. You do find light amethyst mixed in with dark amethyst. What makes this so unique is the lavendula. The whole deposit, all of the crystals are this color. It's a special color. Everything, all of the crystals are like that. They're not like real dark, real light, washed out. And that's what made this so unique and so special. And as Debbie was saying, she was really impressed by the fact of how these beads are shaped. And this isn't a machine cut bead. These are all hand done. So this twist bead, when you get this and see the intricacy of how they cut this,
look at that.
It's just amazing. It takes, and they're also, just so you know, and you can see it here, Debbie is holding it beautifully, is the fact that they're graduated. So these are all cut from individual natural lavendula crystals. And so they're actually, then what they've done is they've cut the beads for yield all by hand, and then they've sorted them out by size, and then they've actually strung them in a graduated pattern. Very gradual, but they are in a graduated pattern.
I just love everything about it. I love, there couldn't be a cleaner stone. Just your whole process. And if you're new to HSN and Jay King, welcome on in, because he gets everything. He gets the rough. And I know if he wasn't in New Mexico at this event, he would have his pieces out for you. But the fact that it starts off, you know, with the rough material, and everything is done in-house, from your designs to the lapidary work to the silversmithing. I think that's so special. This is gonna be from 18 inches to 21 inches. This is not mass produced. So if you want, I mean, look at the shape of those beads. I've just never seen it. It's a swirl cut, free form amethyst bead. And what do you mean by, when you say free form?
Well, freeform is where they're actually cut freeform. So they're not cut to on a machine. They're not the shape. Here's the thing with machine cut beads. Machine cut beads only you can always tell them because they're more uniform, and they just make basically a mold. It's usually a diamond with diamond cutting bars in it, and then they cut the bead with a mold, you know, like with a special bit. In this case, these are all hand cut, so they're all free-form cuts. Everyone is cut from a natural crystal, so they're all going to be uniquely different in their own right. You know, I've been talking to you. I'm so impressed with the material, and I'm so impressed with the design. I just glanced over and saw this price. It was kind of, you know, I really didn't even notice. I'm being honest with you. I didn't realize that is just crazy. And here again, these are the kind of things that they do. But I couldn't do that. I'm not doing this, and I couldn't do that. You could not make this, and we're the manufacturers. I cannot make it and sell it for that price. So I just want everybody to realize that this is a deal that they're doing, that they're giving you, but there's no way, even as the source, as the manufacturer, that I could do that.
I mean, look at how stunning this is. It is so clear, the clarity on it. It's almost got this beautiful see-through, kind of translucent quality, and you just don't see that type of clarity with amethyst. If you're looking for a rare amethyst find, you may be an amethyst collector, get this home. You will be so just stunned. It's absolutely amazing. It's $13 and some change is your first payment. And let me give you $10 off on this. So if you've never applied for your HSN card, it's already 50% off, but open up your card today and we'll give you another $10, and that pays, you know, easily for your shipping, but this is all handcrafted. And purple goes with so much. To me, I call this one of my neutrals, even though it's a pop of color, because it really does look good with everything. I feel like it looks good with greens, it looks good with your pinks, it looks good with your grays and your browns, your khakis, whatever color. Of course, it's going to be great with black or with white. I mean, look how stunning that is if you just had on anything cream or white. So Jay, I love a necklace that is simple, but yet it's unique because you don't see these swirl-shaped beads. I don't know how you do that. You give us pieces that we can wear every single day, but it's a standout.
Well, you know, and here again, you know, it's because we have a lot of the people that have worked with me through the years. A lot of them have been with me for some of them for over 3 decades. You know, but they're, you know, the lapidarists and our silversmiths, they're really artists. I mean, this isn't something. This is a learned skill. Okay, it's done over time and working. So to cut these freeform beads is not something you just jump out one day and just start doing. It's kind of a progression in your skill level as you work with material and if you're a lapidarist. If you wanted me to make this necklace for you, it would be one of the most expensive necklaces you've ever bought, because each necklace would probably take me about 1.5 years to 2 years to create. Now, I can cut this, but I'm just telling you, to cut these freeform beads is really an art form. And you just have to have a certain knack for it to make it turn out. But they're all wearable pieces of art. In this case, you know, even our regular price on this, just so everybody knows, you know, we're the manufacturer. We have a niche business here. So even that price for this quality of work and this quality of material in a very rare form of amethyst was a great price. I just want to let everybody know, you know, and here again, don't break the bank, don't break your budget. But these are the kind of things that they do that I don't see how you could go wrong. I mean, the price on this, I could not produce this. You know, just if I told you what the sterling silver enhancer chain costs us to make and what we have to include on that, you would automatically just go, well, how could you do this? And the thing is you couldn't. Okay, and so I just don't want anybody to think that this is a real price. It's not. It's not something that's reality. And it really, truly is a gift to you. Anybody get this unbelievable gift for a very, very rare form of amethyst, a great look, and then also the quality of the bead. It's a graduated design, comes with a 2 3/4 inch enhancer. So even though Erin's wearing this in the 18, I would assume, so she's wearing on the last thing, she's showing an 18, you can actually bring it down in 1/4 inch increments. That's what's really cool about that finding. So you can actually adjust it in 1/4 inch increments,
I want to show
up to
them.
2 3/4 inch.
Right, and so cool? That is so cool because, you know, seriously, depending on your size, I worry about that being plus size, like how much room can I make this necklace grow? Look at the extender on this. And that's what he was talking about, just the price of this 0.925 sterling silver extender chain. So expensive. So you're getting this whole piece, and it goes from 18 inches to 21 inches. This is a wholesale deal here. And, you know, usually You can't get wholesale jewelry, right? Unless you have the special qualifications to be able to do that. And so we are allowing you as a customer, this is a happy anniversary to J. King, 27 beautiful years here at HSN. And we'd love for you to call in and speak to our wonderful Jay and tell us about the pieces you have, how long you've owned them, what you love. I hope that you're loving this piece because this is more than a steal. When we can give you something wholesale, we shouldn't be able to have this at $69.95. And we do have a 30-day return policy. You know, even though you're thinking, oh, it's a blowout sale. Yes, it is. It is a blowout sale when we can give you something more than 50% off. But you have 30 days to love it or send it back. And I love that we want you to absolutely adore it. We want you to be a J. King fan for life, like so many of us are. And when you get this home, you're just gonna love the clarity on this, how clean this stone is, the graduating size. Lavendula Amethyst is like no other. And put into perspective, because there are different tiers to amethyst. And so I want them to understand that this is at the top. This is the creme de la creme, if you will, the Mercedes-Benz, if you will, of amethyst. It's so gorgeous.
Well, you know, and then too, if you've been to GIA, so you know in amethyst, you know, there's very special tests. In fact, there was such a shortage of amethyst that they started lab creating amethyst. I don't know if you were aware of that. And GIA had to come up, and they did such a great job of doing it that they actually had to come up with special tests just so that they could test the lab created material. So even in amethyst, especially in the lavendula color and the clarity of that